A1C Young here, keeping you up to date on all things Air Force. Today's video is going to be about Air Force UTA weekends, or better known as Air Force Drill Weekends. Now, as you can see, I am in my hotel room. I've got a roommate. He is currently out. This video is going to be all about what kind of things you do on a UTA weekend, how long are they, how frequent are they, what's your service obligation as a traditional reservist, fun facts and things like that. So, hope you guys enjoy. So let's get started on the where. Where am I? Well, I am in Goldsboro, North Carolina at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Currently, I am off base, staying at the Comfort Inn and Suites, I believe, which the Air Force pays 100% of that, so you don't have to pay anything out of pocket. The only thing that you have to get covered is gas and your food. So anything else that the Air Force makes you do, like UTA weekends, any place that you have to go that the Air Force tells you, 100% of it is covered by the Air Force. And the only things you have to pay for, unless you have a government travel card, are food and gas, and that is it. So for me, it's about an hour and a half commute, maybe like 20 bucks in gas, and then I spend about maybe 20 bucks, 10 bucks a day on food. So that answers the where. Now let's answer the what. What time are we done every day? Well, you are only supposed to report to your hotel the Friday before. You don't have to, but I usually do because who wants to wake up early in the morning on Saturday to try to drive all the way to your base, depending on where it is. It's a far drive for me, so I don't want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then drive all the way on a Saturday. So you have the option to stay at the hotel a day before your UTA, so a Friday before. So Friday night and Saturday night, you'd be at the hotel. What time does my UTA weekend start? Well, this usually is unanimous across all UTA weekends. Usually the duty day starts at 07 and ends at 1500. For all of you that don't know, this is what it is, the conversion. And another part is, what do we do during the day? Well, that is going to be all dependent on what your squadron is. You could be CE, you can be aircrew operations, you can be all these different AFFCs and career fields and all different types of squadrons. Now, what you do basically is dependent on what your career field is. I'm a firefighter, so we have structure drills, we have aircraft drills, all types of practicals and course online trainings, and mainly what I do is when I have any free time during the day, whenever we're in between training drills or whatnot, I'll be on a computer in our squadron and I'll be working on my CDCs, because that's basically going to be your responsibility as a traditional reservist airman from E1 to E4. Your job is going to be to get your 5 level. Now that's going to be dependent on you and your pace that you decide to go at. You can do your CDCs, you can knock them out, I'd say maybe a month. If you really dig at it, you could knock all your CDCs out in a month. Now, you might not get the testing done, but you'll get all the CDC volumes, which are the course development curriculum. That's what you need to get to certify that you have your 5 level, which makes you can rank up to staff sergeant, all the other stuff that's confusing, but we're just talking about the what. So now let's look at the how. How do you rank up in the Air Force Reserves? Well, it's a little bit different than active duty than what you might have heard. There is time in grade and there is time in service, depending on when you got in and how many college credits you might have. It all varies, but the set dates of when you rank up are all consistent. So I joined as an Airman Basic 6 months after, and this is unanimous throughout all the Air Force, active duty or reserves. 6 months after you sign that dotted line as a reservist, you rank up to Airman, which is an E2. Then 6 months after that, you follow me? So 12 months, so a year into your contract, you rank up to an E3, which is Airman First Class, which I just ranked up this past January to Airman First Class. I got my stripes sewed on. So that's how that works up to Airman First Class. Then 8 months after you've reached Airman First Class, time and grade, so 8 months as an Airman First Class, you now become eligible for Senior Airman. And once you rank up to Senior Airman, I believe it's another, I think it's 12 months or maybe 18. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to look on my roster list of my unit. I'll post the picture up right here. So yeah, there you see that. This is how long it takes. You see right there. That's, yeah, staff sergeant, time and grade. Okay, there, that makes sense. That's how ranking up really works. But the catch is, if you have any thought that you might want to go active duty after you served your reservist contract, or maybe while you're in your reservist contract, you like to go active duty enlisted, I would say be careful, because if you rank up all the way to staff sergeant and you say I want to go active duty will actually take away a stripe from you, because the way active duty does it is to rank up from senior airman, which is E4 to E5, you have to test. Or in the Air Force Reserves, you do not have to test to get NCO and then senior NCO. It's just time and grade and time and service. You automatically make those ranks in the reserves. But for active duty, you have to test for each one, and the tests only come out certain years, and blah 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 blah. There's just a lot more stuff that's complicated with active duty, to the best of my knowledge, as from what I could tell when I was on active duty orders and in tech school and things like that. So that answers the how for the UTA and drill weekend. So now we can move on to the when. When is your reservist contract say that you have to be at your base? Well, your unit, your whole squadron actually is going to give you a set list of the entire fiscal year of dates that you need to be at your base. Now, for my squadron and for my unit, actually, sometimes we'll have, let's say this last January, we had that UTA weekend off, so I didn't come to my base in January. But 2 months from now, in April, I will have to have a super drill, which means I am there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, and you get paid for all of that. And then after you have served your 1 weekend a month, which the dates, like I said, they give to you, you have 2 weeks of active duty obligation, active duty service a year. And that is also where you go is dependent on your unit. Some units can go to England, to Germany, to Guam, to Hawaii, all over. You can go and you can stay in the States, you can go to Georgia. Georgia's a very popular one, especially for civil engineering. I know Tyndall Air Force Base in Florida, that's another popular one. But you can go all over for your 2-week active duty training, which, that, like I said, it varies depending on squadron to squadron, it varies. So that answers the when of aspect. And that is how I have all my stuff displayed, ready to go the next morning. Not very classy, but you can see like blousing strap right there. And you see that rank? Airman First Class. Sorry, it's a little grainy. I'm filming on my iPad. But yeah, it's not a bad hotel room at all. It's very clean, and like sheets are good, nice TV. Not bad. Not bad at all. So to wrap it all up, this video is basically designed to give you civilians and maybe active duty personnel that are thinking about switching to reserves a little bit of an insight of what it's like to be a reservist, and what exactly do we do on the drill weekends or UTA weekends that we have. What is our service obligation? How does it all work? What is the logistics of it all? So that's basically what this video is designed to do. Any questions you have, just leave in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. That is about it for this video. And as always, guys, like, subscribe, follow me on my social media. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to my good friend and Seathal, Michael C. Thaler. Go check out his YouTube channel too if you want to listen to some good music. And that is it. So see you guys later.